Good evening, everybody. This is your host, Folk, and welcome back to another episode of the Channel 256 News, brought to you by Bitcoin Mining World. The time is 8:20 on September 4th on a Thursday evening. Bitcoin is currently hovering above $110,000, down from yesterday's high of 112,380, touching his low today as 109,400. Things are still ranging above our previous all-time high that we really struggled to break out of. So really no means for concerns at this point in time, although time is the best teacher. So we'll see what happens over the next coming days. Tomorrow will be the last day of trading for the week. So hopefully we can continue to make some recoveries over there on the weekly chart. If we could close above the $113,000 range, it would make us feel a little bit more comfortable for where we're headed coming up here shortly. Over here on the Bitcoin net hash rate, it's continuing to make a little bit of a downturn. We've down to 910 exahash on the week. You can see we did range up a little bit today, close to the exahash mark, but more and more people unplugging. Really, it's just a consistent range. If you go back to the monthly chart, we're not hovering in anything crazy, but you can see a few miners have started to unplug. Guessing it's some people running some older hardware that are struggling to make some of those profitability margins. Over here in traditional finance, a pretty good day. The Dow Jones up 350 points, almost percent. We've got the Nasdaq up 200 points, almost percent as well. S&P, some exciting stuff happening over there in the world of crypto. We are up 53 points or 0.83%. However, MicroStrategy should be being listed on the S&P 500. Strategy MSTR qualifies for S&P 500 inclusion after Q2 2025 financial results show 14 billion operating income and 10 billion net income driven by Bitcoin gains under new accounting standards, holding a whopping 597,000 Bitcoin with a 19.7% yield and projecting 34 billion operating income in 2025 if Bitcoin does reach 150K by the end of the year. I know a lot of people do have that number priced in. Curious, or personally, I am a little curious if we will be able to hit it. I think that's a majority of people's targets. My guess is we fall somewhere a little bit shy of that, closer to $135,000 to $145,000. We'll see. I hope to be proven wrong. I'll probably be exited by that time, but I'll be cheering everybody along who's held on. Over here in the Russell's doing really good too. On the day, we're up about 1.26%. Pretty big day for the Russell, up 29 points, getting close to its yearly high. Come back here to the 1 year chart. Back in November and during election time, we peaked at 2442. So we're not too far off from that now. And historically, that is really good for the rest of the crypto market, including Bitcoin, the big dog over here at gold futures. Currently trading after markets right now, still doing pretty hot. We were not able to set a new all-time high today. However, things are still looking insanely good for gold, which historically is not the best for Bitcoin. Hopefully this is just its last short squeeze little rally up that it's got going on. If not, however, we may see it continue up to the upside, get closer to $400 while Bitcoin continues to go towards the downside for a little bit longer. I do think that if we somehow manage to get under the $105,000 mark, somewhere in this range, that we probably did already see our all-time high a few weeks ago, back on August 13th at $123,000, $124,000 level. Again, I really hope that I am proven wrong in the long term and that we've still got some breath left to open up here in the markets. But if not, it was still an insane run here going back. Let's just go back to the max and see what we were really dealing with from this previous all-time high last year of about a $65,000, $68,000 drop, getting as low as $15,000. Now, CoinGecko isn't showing it on the 1 year chart here. We get closer to it. But on many exchanges, Bitcoin was trading under $15,000 at one point. So to see it get all the way back up here into the 100, it's almost at 10x. If we're complaining about a 10x in crypto, we might be in the wrong boat. I don't recommend playing with leverage, but if you do want to maximize that, maybe you could try your hand at some of that. Over here, not Bitcoin related specifically, but then in the crypto industry, we got Justin Sun's World Liberty Finance token wallet blacklisted after $9 million token transfer. Justin Sun's wallet address was blacklisted after a $9 million transfer on Thursday, rising concerns over trading restrictions as prices tumble. Tron founder Justin Sun's World Liberty Finance token address was blacklisted on Thursday after transferring 50 million World Liberty Finance tokens to crypto exchange XTX. On-chain data from Nason and Arkham shows the address was flagged shortly after a $9 million transaction. The blacklisting fueled speculation that World Liberty Finance is restricting certain users from selling tokens and pressuring prices during the first week of public trading. Over here, if you're curious what World Liberty Finance token is, World Liberty Finance is a decentralized, quote unquote, decentralized finance company launched in 2024 by the Trump family, which issued its own cryptocurrency token and a stablecoin USD1. The company's token, World Liberty Finance, began publicly trading on exchanges in early September 2025. Just yesterday was its first trading day. We'll go take a look over at that where we're sitting currently. In the last 24 hours, down 16%. In the last 2 days, go to the weekly chart to show it down 41%. Insane. I hope none of you guys personally got burned. Just another reason to stick to our big dog, Mr. Bitcoin over here. However, playing with fire, anything that touches the Trump family, I think we're probably okay long term. I personally wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Try and stay away from alts and shit coins for the most part, unless they're mineable. Something like Litecoin, I still won't touch Doge, even though you can merge mine it. Not worth it to me. Even on some of these smaller at-home miners, I may try and solo mine a BCH block or something along those lines, maybe a Bitcoin SV block every now and again. No luck on that front. However, your odds are significantly greater, and any block that's smashed from that is going straight into Bitcoin. So if I am messing with any altcoins, it's honestly risky money that would be better spent on Bitcoin to hopefully gain a little bit more to put towards Bitcoin in the future. Anyways, I've made a few good plays, been burnt a few times. Overall, we're up, but I would not recommend it to the everyday player. Here we got another story from the Trump family. Sadly, we got Trump's boys. American Bitcoin mining company hits a rocky start. American Bitcoin Corp, the Trump family's new mining company, suffered several halts within its first hour of trading on the Nasdaq. On Wednesday, the stock, which trades under the ticker ABTC, suffered more than 5 quote unquote limit up, limit down halts. Limit up, limit down pauses are designed to prevent extreme volatility. That just means some early insiders try to dump all their tokens on, or all their shares on the masses. Really sad to see. It's crazy how much insider trading this family's been able to get away with. Don't care how you feel about the politics or anything. I'm just talking in regards to crypto specifically. There's no doubt that we would not be at the same place if Trump did not win the election in November. Once again, disregarding politics completely that do not retain to crypto or Bitcoin, but still, it's just crazy to see. Looking back on one of the tweets from a few months ago when he was saying now is a great time to buy before initiating that 90-day pause on tariffs was just insane. Personally, waiting for another one of those tweets to pop back up. That would be nice if we can get this China deal secured. I think that'd be that last thing that could get us those pushes in traditional finance that we need, especially over here on that Russell. If we can break above this past all-time high and go into price discovery, I think it's just it's going to be incredible for the Bitcoin, the rest of crypto price charts everywhere. Over here, if you want to take a look at the just general industry, mostly I see a red over the last 24 hours. ETH down 3.2%. We got XRP down 1.6, BNB down 1.1, Solana down 3.6, the ultimate centralized garbage coin. Liquid staked ether, don't even know what that is, don't know why it's in the number 8 spot all of a sudden. We got Doge, Tron, and Cardano up there as well, all down respectively over 1%, 2% in most cases. So overall, a lot of blood in the crypto markets and a lot of green over here in traditional finance. So ups to everybody running and investing in their 401ks and Anybody that's doing single stocks, I saw Amazon was doing pretty good as well today. But here, let's take a look real quick back to the ABTC stock price. It hasn't been trading for long either, just 2 days, along with the World Liberty Finance token. But at its peak at 11 p.m. on Wednesday, yesterday, down all the way to 640. Just disgusting. Hell, it's almost the exact same over here at World Liberty Finance, down 41% on ABTC, down exactly down 41% on World Liberty Finance. I did not realize we were that spot on. Overall, just kind of gross. Hopefully, we see some changes in that, and there will almost definitely be some rules and regulations that end up getting added to Congress and presidents in the future. Would not surprise me one bit. Not the best on news for Bitcoin mining today. Nothing too crazy happening in the industry. More and more people plugging in, more and more people unplugging at the same time. Net hash rates chilling. Price per terahash or price per petahash is still sitting up there around 48-50 bucks. Nothing crazy to write home about there. Nothing crazy in the energy market. Energy prices are staying pretty stable, along with more and more miners switching over to HPC to mitigate some of those profit losses that they're dealing with in the crypto market due to decreased prices and increased difficulty as this net hash rate keeps growing. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe so you'll be notified on all future content and whenever we go live. Thank you guys so much for checking in, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.